Everyone, and welcome to the Social Discharge podcast. I am your host, Nika Likes to Draw, or you can call me Coco. And today, joining me is Aarlon. Introduce yourself, Aarlon.
Yo, I make comics and stuff.
Oh, you
That you
too?
do.
Yep.
And we have Megan, new member
Hi.
of the show. Megan, say hi.
Hello everyone. I'm Megan. I do videos on the internet sometimes, mostly like comic dubs of Sonic, but I'm hoping to branch out to others eventually because it's been a while to eventually get to that whole thing. I also
Venom comic dub when?
I I wish, but that's not in the schedule yet, and we have a lot of stuff on the plate already, so...
Fair enough, fair enough.
I
And
mean...
we've got, sorry.
I also draw. You can see a lot of the drawings are mostly on my DeviantArt. Well, I plan to eventually make a gallery of all my archived artwork, but
yeah, I'm gonna be linking everyone's stuff in the description.
Yeah.
Okay.
When we're done recording, everyone just send me the links to all your stuff, and I'll put it in the description. And then all of the people who watch the show can find it. And next we've got Delirium. Say hi, Delirium.
Hello.
And
That's it?
we've got Nebz. Yes, very short and sweet. To the point. Say hi, Nebz.
Shit. I have to say hi? Damn.
Yes.
uh,
we're not gonna progress the podcast until you do.
hi. I just don't give a fuck.
Fair enough.
And
And,
that's
today's subject is waifus and husbandos, because everyone has at least one of those. Everyone has, well, I mean, in the Western context, I guess referred to as cartoon crushes, only a little bit more obsessed than the average cartoon crush, maybe, possibly. I was really wondering. I was really
Totally.
thinking of.
Let's go with totally.
I was really
Is that
trying to figure out how to start this episode, and I was thinking of stealing a thing from this other podcast that I watch, called The Procrastinators, where they go on Urban Dictionary, UrbanDictionary.com, because I had no idea how to start this episode, so I was going to start it by going on UrbanDictionary.com and looking up how UrbanDictionary.com defines the word waifu, and to see if we agree with that definition. But it's actually not that much of an agreeable one. I was expecting it to be more, I guess, antagonistic towards people who have waifus. But it is a bit funny. So, the definition of the word waifu is waifu is used to refer to a fictional girl or woman, usually in anime, manga, or video games, that you have sexual attraction to and you would even marry. And the example it uses is, do you like Camilla from Fire Emblem Fates? I love Camilla. Her large breast, her curves, she's my waifu. This guy,
I'm sorry?
in brackets, this guy has sexual attraction towards Camilla from Fire Emblem Fates. He would even marry her if she was real. He
she's
called
that
her
girl.
his waifu.
I never played a Fire Emblem.
She's the one with like the long purple hair, right?
I have no idea. I've never played Fire
I
Emblem.
think it might be. I think that is. She has like purple hair, and yeah, she has a nice breast because I am bi.
Always the titties, huh?
This is the episode where I expose myself to hundreds of people, and people find out how much of a fucking weirdo I am. So
This is the episode where they discover how much of a somewhat perv. I
and
bet you're
it's gonna,
hoping that your subs don't find this podcast.
I don't even know if I should promote it. I have
I'm
to
one
put
of your
like a what?
subs, Megan.
Yeah, I
I
know,
mean,
but
you
it's
can if
like,
you want to, but anyways,
yeah.
so I guess I wanted to start the conversation off by asking what makes a character worthy of being a waifu or a husbando?
Hmm.
Like, like what qualities would you want in a character? Like, what draws you to a character that makes them like that? I guess.
I
But
was thinking about this.
yeah.
I think there's three axes of things. There's three qualities about a character that makes them a potential waifu for me at least. But I think this is true for everyone. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and that's one obviously is attraction. There's some characters that you just like see, they have giant tits or something, and brain immediately turns off. Oh, they're so cute. They're my waifu. The
Yes.
second is like an emotional attachment.
Hmm.
So when, you watch a show and you like really empathize with them and it's like, man, I just really feel for them and want the best for them.
Yeah.
That's another reason. And then the third is just like cool aesthetic shit that you like about them.
Hmm.
That, it's like I like characters with blue hair or something. That's just so cool.
I noticed I like a lot of
Yeah.
like anime characters with green hair. That's something. Or like characters
Slime.
with like short hair, like and they come down to the category of like green hair girls that have like short hair. I don't know. That's something I noticed.
I think there's probably a yeah. Yeah, I think at first, like for me, it definitely starts out with the appearance and how cute they are. Uh and then kinda the personality kinda comes second. Which is why sometimes you can have a character who is well designed and is pretty cute, like say um Asuka Langley, Soryu,
God damn
who
it.
is pretty cute, but her personality is complete and utter trash, and
She's a
therefore I
bitch.
would not consider her. Yeah, she is. She is a total bitch, and that's why I would never consider her a waifu ever. Ray is better. Ray is way better
I
than
do like Ray.
Ray is way better than. But like, it's definitely an appearance thing first because, like, for example, one character that I really like is Aerith Gainsborough from Final Fantasy VII, who she's it's actually really funny because I played the original Final Fantasy VII, and I was instantly drawn to like this cute, blocky, doesn't even really resemble an actual human being,
That's Namara
chibi
for you.
character.
I
Uh,
like that. I like when characters look like shapes and they sort
no,
of
but it's like it's kind of funny because I liked her sort of chibi model more than you know
realistic.
more than her more than her like
Mm.
concept art and in battle model. But like what I was getting at is that it was almost like an instant attraction because I didn't really know much about Aerith when I first started playing the game. So, it's definitely the design is a first impression. There are some characters who make an impression after the like personality first, like like Elf Yamada from Aramanga Sensei. She's kind of cute, but she's kind of cute, but not like amazingly cute. It's definitely more of a personality thing, and I wish that I was just her in terms of how motivated she is to make her light novels. So there you go. I aspire to be her and be as motivated as her. But
Well, that's
yeah,
nice at least.
that's
Yeah.
that's pretty much that. But I guess another thing I wanted to talk about when it comes to waifus and husbandos is the culture surrounding the thing because you know some people, yeah, culture, because some people, it's all in good fun, it's all very light, it's not that serious. But then you get some people who are verging on obsessed to the point where it's kind of unhealthy, right? um and then you have people like that one guy in Japan who
Oh
got
no.
married to
No, you're not talking.
Hatsune
Oh my
Miku.
god!
I know
Yeah.
Oh my
that story's
god! The
interesting.
relationship ended last year. It ended
Wait,
in.
they broke up?
Oh my
What?
god! Yes,
What?
yes.
What? Did
It's
they get like an
hilarious.
I was
actual
unaware of
girl or
this.
someone? Wait, what? Oh my god, I can't believe they broke
I was
up. That's kind of sad.
I was unaware of this,
Ended
I
in
but I do
discourse.
think I don't know. I don't know how to. The thing is, I don't know how to feel about stuff like that. Like, a part of me wants to be like extremely judgmental of that, but I remember when I saw like someone put a tweet about it, and and they linked an article talking about, hey, this guy married Hatsune Miku. All of the comments were just like, "Ha, based," or "This guy is great. This guy is cool,"
I think
or
it's
"There's nothing."
I think it comes down to it's like, well, as long as they're happy and they're comfortable with it and they are okay.
Yeah,
If they're
they're not
not
like
hurting
hurting
them,
anyone by
yeah, if
doing
they
it.
ain't hurting anyone, there's not a big deal.
But it's
And I'm
hilarious.
like, you know what?
That's
Good
all
for
that
you.
matters.
If you are happy with something that you feel so connected to, and you're happy with yourself and everything else in between, then I think that's just swell.
Hmm.
And I don't want to judge
I
people's
just I just
lifestyle.
admire that I just admire that the guy didn't wait until VR made it a thing. He just jumped into it straight away. He's just
Why
like,
wait?
yeah, I'm not gonna wait until the metaverse becomes the virtual reality
Mm,
nightmare that everyone keeps on saying it
I'm
is for me to be able to marry
Metaverse. What the
Hatsune
fuck?
Miku.
Wait, no,
I
that
don't.
can't be right.
It's
What?
Metaverse is this Facebook thing. I don't know.
Ew,
It's
Facebook.
yeah, it's pretty
So
icky. I don't want to think about that.
It's like VR chat,
Metaverse.
but stupid.
Yeah, it's VR chat, but for normies.
I mean, to be honest, I say that, but
Normie.
like there are actually like I remember when I first discovered that VR gaming was like a thing. There was this YouTuber I used to watch. His name is Kasich. I don't think he makes videos anymore, but his whole thing was like watching and let's playing like random VR games that he would find online, and like a lot of them were just like random, like, I guess, Vocaloid type stuff. But then one time he decided to dip his hands into the 18 plus
Oh boy.
area of VR games.
Oh
And,
no.
it actually, it actually, it actually is a thing. Like, I don't know how he
Mm.
was able to upload that video on YouTube, but
Was
it actually,
it like
like,
censored?
first person being intimate with your waifu videos are actually VR games rather are actually a thing, and
Oh.
I'm very concerned for the state of mankind because once that becomes more prominent, once VR becomes cheaper, and we can all just go and be intimate with our waifus in VR instead of go out and pursue real people,
About a
I
vaccine vote?
mankind is
mean,
gonna die.
I don't
Mankind is
think
gonna
that will be
die.
the
It's over.
case.
We're
No,
gonna become extinct, and it's gonna be
no,
anime's fault. It's
no,
gonna be anime's fault.
No, they can make
no.
test tube babies.
Look. I'm sure it won't be the case. I'm sure things will turn out fine.
I
No.
mean, just with the
No,
VR,
I'm
it's one
exaggerating a little
thing.
bit.
Just with the VR, it's one thing. The problem is when you get like the AI dungeon and stuff. to the
Oh,
point
boy.
that it can actually be like a convincing waifu, and you combine that with the VR, that's when it's all over.
I mean, I like
Yeah,
to try it.
very
It sounds like fun.
I think it's very true because what would make VR not satisfying is the fact that you don't get anything resembling an actual human connection from it. But if you get something that starts to be able to emulate that, then then some people, not all people obviously, but some people will no longer have the desire to go out and pursue relationships with actual human beings.
I mean,
Waifus are gonna kill us.
no,
We're gonna die because of
I
waifus.
really doubt that. To be honest, I think like I don't think that's the case. We'll see. We don't know what's gonna happen.
It's over for mankind. We need to destroy anime.
No,
We need to
No, no, don't
we
turn
need
into
to
Jerry
destroy.
Conway, dude.
We need to wait. What did Jerry Conway say about anime?
Well, he wanted to cancel manga.
He didn't go. Ah. Well, he's just salty that manga sells more than comics. Anyway, I wanted to ask: does anyone here differentiate waifus and best girl? Because I feel like for some people those are two different things. Like in a show, you know. I don't think so. I use them. I use them interchangeably. I think they're basically the same thing.
Generally,
But when people,
I would say that best
yeah,
girl is either like the top girl in my waifu tier list,
in a specific show,
or like, yeah, in a specific show.
yeah,
Yeah, to me, the waifu is like your ultimate best girl, like the number one.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
guess for me, I don't always use the term husbando or waifu quite a lot. For me, I just go with the comfort character because I feel like that's. I use mostly comfort character because it's like, oh, I find this character comforting because they make me feel relaxed and such, and they make me feel better. Because
That
as
sounds.
why no, it's a look. You feel safe around them. You trust them and they make you feel happy. And there's yeah, it's in the name. They're a comforting character. So,
I feel like that's a much healthier way of looking at it.
yeah, because
Because
it's
for me, I'm just like, man, I'm so sad these characters aren't real.
Damn.
I guess it's just sort of like sometimes sometimes I'll like daydream about being with said character and
Oh.
or just if my mind just no just like nothing bad, just like having a talk with them or something.
Yeah.
There are some characters which are like waifus. I feel like they're cute in the realm of fiction in which they belong, but would kind of be a nightmare to be around in real life. Like I really can't imagine like actually hanging out with like I don't know, for example, Elf, who I mentioned earlier, because yeah, she's funny and cute, but she's also kind of an egotistical bitch with
I mean,
with a massive sense of
yeah,
with a massive sense of self-importance. That's one thing that I've always found interesting about like waifus. I remember one time in another server that I'm in, we were talking about Evangelion and we were talking about Asuka. And I was like, and it kind of made me, and we were talking about characters like Asuka Langley and Nagatoro from Please Don't Bully Me or whatever trash show. And I was like, why is it that people gravitate more towards characters that are like obnoxious bitches that would not be fun to be around in real life? Imagine actually being in a relationship with Nagatoro. That doesn't sound fun at all.
I think it's just because it's like the thrill of it, because they're so like crazy and over the top that it's kind of endearing, I guess, or funny. It's just sort of like, hey, this person has a weird sense of humor. I like their weird sense of humor. I vibe with that.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Because
For the record,
'cause I
Coco,
noticed-
I can tell you definitely haven't read the manga because Nagatoro is actually like pretty chill as it goes on. She's cool.
Yeah, it's just a trend that I notice in general when it comes to anime and manga is that the main girl is usually like a complete ass. And I always found it extremely hard to believe that out of all the girls in like the main character's harem, that the main guy would end up with her. Like I'm thinking of shows like Love Ina, where like you have like Naru, the main girl is called Naru. So Naru is like always beating up the main character all the time for things that aren't even his fault. And I still remember at the end of the manga, they get married. And she literally beats him up on the day of their wedding. And I'm
That's
like,
fucked
I
up.
can tell that this is going to be, and I'm going to be like, I can tell this is going to be an amazing marriage. Like this is gonna be a fantastic marriage between the two of them. That's definitely not gonna like I know I shouldn't be looking at it from a realistic angle because it's comedy, but I'm like, man, the domestic abuse that in but yeah, that's I don't know. That's just something that I noticed.
For the record, that's like a super turn off.
Oh, well, like the physical violence thing.
Yeah, that's
It's
like
really
instant.
common. It's
Nope.
really common with anime waifus for some reason. I don't know why. Like it's like you've got like, Louise from Familiar of Zero. She like like early on in the show, she like treats like the main character well, I mean, the main character basically is her slave at the beginning of the show. But like even after they become a couple, she's always like whipping him and blowing him up. And it's like there's one show that came out in the early 2000s that takes it to such an extreme level, like that I never saw. Like I remember back when I used to watch like anime reviews. I think this was a Gigak review back when he did the Anime Zone. And there's this one anime where they have the whole trope of the main character's a perv and did
Oh,
something
wait,
stupid, so
I
he's gonna
think I
get
know.
beaten up.
Oh, wait, I know what anime you're talking
But
about.
in this one, she straight up like murders
Yeah, like
him
he like
with
the
like a club and
explodes of-
brings him back to
Yeah,
life.
That
What?
one.
And I'm just
oh
like-
my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So
That-
I don't remember the name of the anime, but it's basically this angel like came down from heaven or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
And it's like, you're gonna be like a terrible person in years, so I'm gonna beat you the hell up and you will die, but don't worry, because like she beats him up and like blood and gore everywhere, but don't worry, he
Yeah.
comes back to life because of angel healing magic or something.
Angels?
I've heard like it's not that bad of a show despite the gore, and I used to be
Angels.
I don't know. Okay.
I haven't seen the show,
Okay.
but I'm kind of just like, what? And they get together? How?
Okay.
She murders him all the time.
I will say it's not going to be for everyone because yes, the gore and violence is very extreme, so it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. But it goes hard. That anime used
for me,
to
it's not
scare
necessarily
me when I discovered it. Like the
It's
intro.
not necessarily the gore. It's just the. It's not necessarily the gore. It's just like these two become a couple in the end. She murders him on a regular basis
But it's
and brings him back to life.
because comedy.
Yeah.
I guess it's just because it's so
Wait, what?
exaggerated and so like over the top that I guess it comes off as kind of disturbing for some. But I don't know. I guess it's because I'm slowly getting into horror, so I've become like I'm starting to get like more like less freaked out
I don't know.
by it.
Oh, you're getting
so it's like,
Horror?
yeah.
It was a trope that I got tired of. It was a trope I got tired of very quickly because like the first anime I ever watched, knowing that it was anime, was Naruto.
Ew.
And Sakura had that personality. Then I watched Dragon Ball, and Bulma had that personality. Then I
that
watched
trope,
Love
yeah.
Ina, and so forth and so on.
Who-
And I'm just like, no, please. And then I recently started watching One Piece, and Nami had that personality, and I immediately took an immediate disliking to the character. Immediately, it didn't even.
In
I was just like,
fairness,
yeah,
Nami
yeah.
doesn't just go crazy with it. Usually when Nami hits someone, it's like
What?
well deserved. Usually
guess
it's Sanji.
It's
I
somewhat.
guess it's just a
Oh,
popular
One
trope
Piece,
in
yeah.
anime to have like a tsundere girl. Even Amy's like that.
Amy?
Yeah, Amy is kind of like that in Sonic X. She's always like beating the crap out of Sonic with her hammer, and she's like beating him up at the end of Sonic Rivals as well. And it's just like,
You mean
wait, people
writers.
ship these two? She abuses the crap
Writers.
out of him.
You mean writers.
Is it? Oh yeah, is it Riders?
Wait, what'd I say?
Is it Riders or?
Wait,
Not
what I say?
rivals.
I thought I said writers.
Oh, is it
said
Riders or
Rivals.
Rivals?
You said rivals, Coco.
Oh, I
You
said
meant
rivals?
writers.
Alright, calm
My
down,
bad.
Nebz. Calm
Yes.
down.
I meant writers. I meant writers.
But yeah,
But
let's actually.
anyway.
Whether we talk about waifus. that
Yeah,
we
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Megan, you seem very eager to
Oh yeah.
share your list. so
Look,
why don't you
Alright.
get us
I'm gonna-
started?
Look,
No,
I
no,
know.
let-
Okay,
listen.
okay. I'm
Listen.
gonna be real. I'm gonna be
Listen.
real with what was it,
Do it.
Nebz?
List them.
Okay. Cause okay, I got. Okay, I'm just gonna say this, y'all. If y'all follow me on Tumblr or other places, you probably know
Okay.
what I'm into. But
Oh.
I'm not gonna go with that first because
Um,
it's too obvious.
Megan, if I went on your Tumblr right now,
Yeah.
like on a scale of 1 to 10,
Oh my god.
how not safe for work would your
It's
Tumblr
not
be?
that safe for work. It's. I tried to keep it PG-13 at best.
Oh my God! You did not just make me imagine.
What?
No.
What?
Oh my God.
What?
All right.
What are
then.
you freaking
Go
out
on, Megan.
about,
Go on.
Nebz? God.
List them.
Give us your first. Give
Okay.
us your first. Character.
Okay, so a character that I always feel sad I forget every time, but there's an anime I really like named Chobits, and the main character in that is named Chi. And she is this robot, Persicom, that's what they're called in the show. And basically it takes place in, like, the early 2000s, or, like, an alternative timeline where they're at a point where technology has advanced enough to have, like, really good functioning, like, robots, or Persicoms, as they're called in the anime.
This is literally the VR thing, by the way.
Yeah, but it's
This is
actually
the
like
VR future we're
they're-
afraid of.
they're like actual physical,
That's
like
actually happening right now.
they're physical,
That's
like
actually happening right
robot
now.
people. Like
Yeah,
okay,
but they're also just
Yeah.
computers.
like okay, so it like
No, I mean like the robots are real
Mhm.
because
Oh,
I remember
yeah.
on Twitter I saw like some guy sharing a video of robot anime.
The huge
maids.
eyes.
oh
it
yeah, I
was very
saw
creepy.
that.
It was very-
Okay, I know some people might find those.
and it was very disturbing.
I know some people might find it creepy, but I think they're kind of cute. Honestly, I would be down with this. Be like, oh
I don't
my
even know what
god,
you're talking about.
hi!
I'll take your word for
I would
it.
never have that in my house. I'd worry that it would kill me in my sleep.
I mean, I do.
No,
I
thank
mean,
you.
I don't know. I'm
You need a
like-
certain level of anime.
I would just be like, hey, you made girls want to play like some Mario Kart or something? You want to play?
I like
some,
Mario Kart.
some video? Yeah. Anyways, Chobits.
Fair enough.
Okay. So, basically, like the Persicoms are like expensive stuff, but you can like have them for anything. You can have like, you know, you can if you say you want like a female Persicom, you can, or a male one, or even like a kid if you like want to adopt a child, like you can have your own robo child. I believe it's been a while since I've seen the anime, so I've read also a little bit of the manga as well. When I got them from like the library one time, but yeah. So basically, I forgot the main character's name, but he finds one in like the middle of like sort of the not the road, but like near like some garbage bags, and she's just there, just lying there, and he like brings her home and finds a way to like bring her to life and such. And basically, the whole thing is like he has to like teach her like everything from like like humans, like to make her like learn how to talk and stuff, because at the start she only knows the word "she" and that's all she can say. But then she gets better at like talking, and she's like really sweet and cute and adorable, and I just like I want to protect her. And I remember there was this episode where she like gets her job, like she works at like a job for the first time, and I think it's like at a bakery. And I think it's like towards the end, and she was just like, "Chi did a good job," and it's like, "Yeah, you did a good job, Chi." And I bawled my eyes out. I was crying because I was. It was mostly because I was having kind of a rough day at work as well, because I went on the wrong bus as well, and I just was just really tired, and I put that show on. And, I just cried. I wasn't okay that day. So I guess hearing that was just like, it was like happy tears, I guess. I don't know. It hit me way too hard. But yeah, I don't know. I want to show my boyfriend that show, because I think he'll like Chi, and she is really sweet and such. And there's some other like characters in it as well. Huh?
Someone recommended the show to me a couple days ago in another server.
You also might know that the person comes with like sort of the cat ears that they have. They have like cat ears.
It sounds like an anime version of like AI, artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
But
it's like
the Haley Joel Osment movie.
Yeah, it's like that, but more
wholesome.
It's like that, but more wholesome and cute. I mean, yeah, it gets like sadder. It does get like more serious towards the end, but it starts off pretty lighthearted. And yeah, I did cry a few times. It's one of those animes that make you cry, because it hits you with the feels. Yeah, like it like that. The episode with the when she gets a job made me cry the most. I recommend it.
It's okay.
She's growing. She's moving up.
I know, it's adorable. She's like she has no thoughts. She's head empty, and it's just like same. I'm that too. I'm a no thoughts, head empty kind of person. I'm something of a no. Okay, enough of the bad jokes. Yeah, someone else go on next. I don't want to ramble too much.
All right. I'll ask you this. I'm going to ask you this question, Megan.
Oh God, what are you gonna ask me?
You know what?
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 Okay.
I'm so confused. Aarlon, don't mute yourself. Get back here. I call on you to the stand to list. Give us your one of your waifus.
Yes. Yeah.
No. Venom.
Give us
Venom.
Venom.
Yes.
That's gonna turn into like a whole hour discussion.
No,
look.
Okay, I don't.
We'll get to Venom.
We're gonna leave that later, because oh boy, I have a lot to say.
Okay, so I don't want to.
Aarlon, give us it.
I want to make it clear that this is not a husbando, but I just have to say, when Megan was talking about like describing comfort characters earlier, what immediately popped into my head was Squidward.
Oh, okay.
I want to be friends with Squidward. He seems like such a cool guy.
You know
what? When Megan mentioned comfort characters, the first thing that came into my mind was Shinji Ikari.
Shinji, get in the robot.
Shinji Ikari is not a person I'd want to be friends with, but he's a character that I relate to on a very personal level.
I can see that.
Yeah. Way too much.
Things just went out of control after I told people I binged that show. A certain special someone told me that I looked like that motherfucker.
Oh yeah, you look like Shinji. And then before that, I was like, you look like a young Sam Raimi.
I don't really. I
It's like,
only hear the voice. I don't see the
I don't
appearance.
understand. And now I'm
But
all my VTuber
anyways,
friends are like,
um,
bro, you sound like him too, bro. Bro, you sound like Shinji, bro.
but you do
Yeah,
though, kind of.
robot.
When you talk quietly, which is a bit of a rare occurrence, but when it happens, you do sound kind of like Shin.
God damn.
You do sound like Shinji.
And then someone made this
And now
breezy
it is
video.
my turn. You
Yeah.
see, I have an insanely long list here.
Oh my god.
So
Oh my
Oh.
god. Here it comes.
I'm just going to start because we're just going to go around until we meet a certain length, probably like an hour or two.
Counterclock.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
First waifu. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Rei
God
Ayanami
damn it.
from Evangelion.
I
Now, I don't actually have a whole lot to say about Rei because she's kind of like a very quiet character, not very talkative. A lot of people might because I remember one time I was talking to someone about how I like Rei more than Asuka, and they were saying that it was like kind of weird that anyone would be into Rei more than Asuka because Asuka is quote unquote an actual human being, whereas Rei is not. And then I quickly interjected with, well, actually, in Evangelion Rebuild, particularly 2.0, particularly in 2.0, Rei Ayanami actually is an actual human being. So there. No, but like in that movie specifically, in 2.0 and 4.0, Rei is so unbelievably like in 4.0 she's kind of cute, not in a waifu way, but more like in a sort of I don't know how to put this without it sounding kind of creepy. She's kind of like in 4.0 she's kind of like, you know, a kid almost cuz it's not the actual Rei, it's like a new Rei that's like learning how the world works. And it's so adorable how she's like observing the world around her and stuff. And it's so cute the way she asks questions and stuff. She's like seeing this woman breastfeed for the first time and she's like, why are you doing that? Or like she's like seeing cats uh, giving birth and she's like, the cat is a chonker of a cat, why is it a chonker? And it's like, oh, that's because it's about to have kittens. And oh, and she's helping with the farming and the stuff and it's so adorable and it's so
Yeah,
cute.
that.
And then in
Oh, sorry.
and then in 2.0, she's like, it's the normal Ray, but like she develops feelings because in the actual show, she doesn't. Well, I mean, she kind of has those, but not really because she's basically just like mentally the slave of the Akaris, really. Like, she's basically Gendo Ikari's slave, and then she goes from being Gendo Ikari's slave to being Shinji's slave. And if we want to be technical here, while I say that in the rebuild she becomes a human, more of a human character, it's technically not true because in 4.0 they end up revealing that the reason why she ends up developing a crush on Shinji and acting more like a real person is because all the Rei Ayanamis, because they're clones, are genetically programmed to be into Shinji, which is kind of creepy once you remember that Rei is a clone of Shinji's mom, and it's like, oh no,
The more
what's
I
going
hear
on
about Ava, the more I just never want to watch it.
Spoilers, by the way.
What?
I didn't
No.
watch those movies. Yeah.
Well, Rei is a clone in the original series too, but
Yeah, but
yeah, no, but
everything else.
I don't know, like the whole relationship between Shinji and Rei is kind of meant to be like a weird uh I don't know how you say this guy's name. Oedipus? Oedipus?
Oh,
Fro- Oedipus,
Yeah, the O silent.
Dr. Octopus? Yeah, like Shinji's kind of like naturally attracted to Rei because Rei is a clone of his mom and like
Oh
the
my
whole
god.
Oedipus complex. And the whole Oedipus complex is that people tend to be attracted to people who resemble their parents in some way. Except in Evangelion, it's a little bit more literal because Rei is literally a clone of his mom.
Oh god.
So,
Interesting.
yeah, but Aarlon. Well,
Shame.
actually, you know what? Never mind. But in a way, it's kind of weird because you could argue that that is verging on incest, but whatever. It's weird.
Virgin?
It's weird.
Virgin.
It's weird, but it's
Really?
still cute. And Rei
It's still
is better
cute.
than Asuka.
I mean, I guess Ray kind of.
I'm saying it right now. And Asuka fans, you can all go suck it. Anyway.
I do actually. I just remembered. I do. I do have.
Especially you, Cozy. I know you're watching this.
I do,
Ray is better.
Asuka has
Anyway, go
fans.
on,
I
Megan.
just remembered. I do have an Asuka figurine in my room of like her the maid dress because I found it in an anime store and I wanted to get Ray, but I didn't have enough money. And the time I got Asuka, Ray wasn't there because someone else took it. So I was just like, alright, I'll go with Asuka then.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So yeah.
I wouldn't mind owning an Asuka figure because Asuka is actually a cool looking character.
Yeah.
I just don't like her personality.
I have a whole
Wait a
bunch
minute.
of
But
So, Coco,
but anyway,
you said you got
Nebz,
fans.
Nebz.
No. No.
You said what? No, you're gonna say something.
Oh. You said Asuka had fans. Ain't she like a Nazi though?
What the excuse me?
No, she's not a Nazi. I mean, she's German. She's part German.
No,
but
that's not what I meant.
not
No, that's not
immediately
what I meant.
a Nazi.
Oh.
No, she's not a Nazi.
Like in terms of
She's
ain't
not.
she a
I don't
bitch?
even. In terms of what?
Be careful with your words, buddy.
In terms of ain't she a bitch?
Wait,
though?
what?
Like a total jerk, major jackass. Not like.
Yeah, she's a total
What am I
jackass, but she doesn't want to, kill all the Jews.
Oh my god.
She doesn't want to do
Oh my
that.
god.
He
What
wants to
No,
kill
no,
off
I
the
mean,
angels,
no,
though.
No, please,
He's
no.
for
No.
angel
I mean, by the end
genocide.
of by the
I deeply regret I
but
deeply
by the
apologize
end of
for my sins.
but you know what? By the end of Evangelion, she does live to see that actually happen because everyone dies at the end of Evangelion. So we don't know. She might actually be happy by the end of that. I don't
Do
know.
not remind
Anyway,
me of that movie, by the
Arlon
way.
or Delirium,
Flashback.
save
Oh.
us from this. Save us from this,
Oh, okay.
please. Give us a waifu or a
Waifu?
husbando.
Just because you said Ray, I'll say Asuka because
God damn
she's dope as hell.
Wait, Delirium. Soryu or Shikanami?
I'll say Shiganami, but I like both. I mean, they're literally, this is a minute difference there. Do you think there's a big difference between them, Coco? In your head?
I think there's quite a bit of a
Oh yeah,
difference.
they go through the
Especially
difference. I think Shiganami is like a more mature version of Asuka.
yeah,
Yeah.
especially in 4.0. In
Yeah.
4.0, she's just a better
Well, that's what you
character.
guys are talking about.
So
Spoilers. I didn't watch that movie. Those movies.
yeah, because in the rebuilds, for some reason, she has a different surname, and it's never actually explained. Well, I mean, it's kind of explained, but I'm not gonna say it because it's a spoiler. But go on, Delirium. Tell us why you like Asuka.
Asuka, because
Or
she's a badass, dude. What's not to like? She's like super proactive, She does what she wants, and that's what I admire about her mostly. That she's like kind of the opposite
she's a
of
strong,
me.
independent.
Yeah.
She's a strong, independent woman that don't need no man.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait. Yeah, that's right.
What?
Yeah, that's fair. That's understandable.
Okay.
She's still a massive bitch, though. I don't like her.
Go on, Delirium.
Go on,
Delirium.
She has feelings, she's a human being. Nobody's perfect. I'm sure there's people in the real world that are almost like, maybe not to the same extent, I've seen my girls that hit guys the way she hits in Shinji. I don't think it's that. I don't know. I feel like overblown. I also like that. She's hot. She has red hair. I like red hair. Just like another. She kind of looks like another waifu of mine. You catch my drift, Coco. Also has the same hair color. And also like
Which one?
Kirino. She has the same.
Red. Red. Do you know the thing is, whenever I see, I just think orange
Yeah.
rather than red. But I noticed that people call orange-haired characters red-haired as well, so I'm just like, oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. It's because I think it's
Well, I mean-
gingers are kind of orange.
Yeah.
Redhead,
Yeah.
ginger.
But like, yeah. Yeah.
I want.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Okay, you wanna go and eat?
Go eat, Nebz.
You're not
Aarlon,
eating, you're
give
hungry.
us a waifu, Aarlon.
Well, I mean,
Do it.
I've noticed I have a pretty common pattern in my waifus on my list. And that's
my
that
God.
what I really
list?
like is absolute power. I like girls that could destroy the world and might. So like I think
That's valid. And you know what? That's valid, and I support.
Yeah.
No, you love the.
That's based.
So you love the kind of woman that can kick your ass, right?
well, I feel like that's kind of a different category. Like
Oh,
I don't mean like badass. I mean absolute power. So like
You like people that can control things, like the gigantic mega corporation owning waifu.
You like real bad bitches, like the baddest of bitches.
like the Jeff.
no, I
the
mean
Jeff
on a
Bezos of
physical
anime.
level though.
The Jeff
On a
Bezos
physical-
of anime.
Oh my God!
So like Demon
Getting
Lord
the
type
Elon Musk anime.
characters.
No.
Elon Musk anime.
That would
Coco,
be
Anyway,
cool.
go on, Aarlon.
Yeah, like Demon Lord
Anyway,
type
go.
characters that like they're just so powerful they could do whatever they want. So like probably my best girl is usurped that rank now is Pedo from Hunter x Hunter.
Wait, what? Whoa,
She's like
Hey,
kind of evil but so strong.
Okay.
And I like
Nebz, do you have
also
something
feel
to say
for
about
her.
that? Nebz had a panic attack, so I'm just like, does Nebz disagree?
I think it was
What's
the
that name?
name that took a toll.
Oh, it sounds like the word pedo. Is that the
Pito
joke?
with a T.
Okay, okay,
Never
okay.
Pito.
Nebz,
Oh my God!
Nebz, buddy, you're doing alright.
That's a relief. That's a relief.
Yeah,
Thank
she
God.
hits
Not
all
lost.
three of the properties I was talking about at the start. She's like a cool demon lord, so that's like she's cool, she's pretty hot, and like you really feel for her in the anime. So it's like all three boxes
That's pretty
checked.
sweet.
Interchat, rise up.
No, you sound way better now, Delirium.
Oh, okay.
Like way better.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's
Um,
good.
Okay. Well, Megan, do you have another one for us?
Yeah,
Next.
I guess
Do
another.
it.
No, I'm gonna save him later. Oh my god. Okay.
Save him for
Yeah.
last. Save him for
the
last.
best to last, but I think they're all pretty cool in their own ways. So I feel like a lot of the choices I'm choosing are mostly characters that aren't human or have humanoid looks to them. So with my my next one, this one's gonna be kind of weird for some, but Sue from Monster Musume.
Who?
Okay, so
What the hell is
Oh,
Monster
yeah.
Which
I've been meaning to
monster
watch
he's a
that.
is she?
slime.
Oh my
Oh.
God!
Yeah, Megan.
It's
Megan's really into those.
I have an art you might like. I'll link it to you later.
Did you just call it an art?
And a piece of artwork which I have drawn with my hands.
That's good.
Okay, how do I explain this one? Okay.
I take grammar very serious.
Alright, calm down, buddy.
I
Okay,
can tell.
so okay, so I have an interesting story. Yeah, I know that's kind of like it's kind of like how do I explain this anime? Because I watched it when I was
It's an anime. It's an anime. Like
it's kind of
it's
spicy.
basically an anime about a guy who it's kind of like interspecies reviewers,
Except
only without the
tame.
sex, I imagine.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
kind of
only
spicy, but not too
it's basically
spicy.
like that.
But basically, the reason why, in my teen years, I watched that anime was because one time I was on Amazon. I don't know what I was looking for. I think I was looking for Vocaloid wallpaper or like wall scrolls because I was like real on Amazon. I don't know why. And I came across a manga called Monster Musume, and it was volume 4, and on the cover had the character Sue, and I was just like, oh my god, an anime slime girl? That's a thing? That's so cool. Well, technically I did see another slime girl from something else, but it wasn't like, it was one of those anime-inspired kind of visual novel things. But anyways, I just saw her and I was like, wow, she has a really cool, appealing design. She's like the best way I could describe her is like a female waifu-eyes version of Chaos from Sonic Adventure.
Oh my god.
You know,
Because
technically,
Nice.
Megan,
Yeah.
Chaos is already a waifu because Chaos
Oh
is
yeah, that's
genderless,
I do like
but
Chaos.
uses
Chaos,
he
I love
pronouns.
Chaos. They're cool.
So
I
Chaos is best
yeah, Chaos is best girl. Cause I'll get to Chaos in a bit, but with Sue, I just found her really cute and appealing because she's like, she can mold herself into like, you know, being small or tall, or she could just turn herself into a tiny little blob, and it's so cute. She's just like a tiny little blob, and
So she can be whatever you want her to be.
I guess that's
Oh my
okay,
god.
I guess Sue was the character that made me walk so Venom could make me run. That was like, I think that's the build up to all of that. But
so you really are like into gooey
I don't know.
stuff.
It's like I don't like. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it's weird. I guess I've always been very like attracted to like monster like characters.
We don't judge
I
here at
guess it's
Social
just
Discharge. We do
I guess
not
it's
judge.
just because I always felt sorry for them because they were always like characters that were misunderstood or like seen as evil, and I'm just like, oh, but I want to be friends with them. Why are they evil? That's sad. They're not evil. And no, it's like with Sue, it's just like because she's just like she's a very useful character because it's like she can heal people with her like like slime. I guess she only consumes like mostly like water and such. She can pretty much cure any like illness or like can cure colds and such. She's a really useful character. She can like turn herself into like a big like sort of like blob to like catch people in case they fall. She's just very helpful and she's very sweet and lovely, and she, you know, she has a little raincoat so she doesn't get her slime everywhere, and I think that's kind of cute. She's one of those no thoughts, head empty kind of characters, and I relate to that because I too be like that at times. I don't know. Like, I guess I don't know how to say. I feel like I'm making everyone uncomfortable with one thing.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I respect the utilitarian
I
argument.
don't know. She just probably gives good hugs, and she's just like chill and such, and she can just. You know.
I love that. I respect the utilitarian. The utilitarian
She probably
arguments.
gives.
If you can't explain why she's good in any other way, explain how she's at least useful in other ways.
Yeah.
See, that's an aspect That's an aspect of the waifus that we never
Yeah, like
considered is
that's
their skill
but
set.
that's
Their skill set.
I
that's the
definitely
cool
did.
things about slimes. They can like mold their bodies into however they want, and most times slimes are genderless, and I kind of relate to that.
I've never considered that.
And because
I've never
slimes can
considered it the
they
skill
can
set.
form their bodies to however they want. They don't, because they're just blobs. They don't really have a certified gender. They can like form themselves into anything if you think about it. So with Stu,
They're like crystal gems.
yeah,
Anything.
and they again like they're like crystal gems, but they're liquid instead of solid, so they can just form their bodies to however they want. And I like that. I can relate to that. Sometimes I always feel like I want to like shape.
They're like crystal gems, except they own the fact that they're actually designed to look sexually appealing. Anyway, moving on.
Okay.
But
Wait, I think it's my turn.
I never watched.
I think it's my turn.
I never watched Steven Universe.
Oh,
I liked it.
good.
No, it's not that.
Anyway,
No,
it's my turn.
Steven Universe, shut up,
It's
Coco.
okay, can we just agree that at least Steven Universe was actually, good, and it's better than High Guardian Spice? I'm sorry to bring that up. I just
I
bring that up.
haven't watched High Guardian Spice, but
I only saw one clip of
I don't know why I watched Steven Universe. I only watched it because other people were talking about it, so I guess I do know why, but I didn't enjoy it, even though I watched it all the way.
I'm sorry, I should have not brought. I'm sorry. I brought up a really.
No. You gave me a thought. I only saw one clip of High Guardian Spice.
Are we gonna have to do a Steven cast at some
master
point?
guy.
Oh no, I don't want to do a Steven cast.
His voice did not fit his design. He sounded like Isaac Hayes, but he looks like.
Wait, who are you talking about?
I wish I didn't brought that up because it's like I feel like that's a dead sort of topic at this point, and I feel
I don't hate it like other
kinda
people do. I just found it extremely.
Oh no, I don't either. I just feel sad.
I don't hate it because I never watched it.
Oh wait, I'm talking about Guardian
Yeah.
Space. Or...
I think he's talking about both. Anyway, guys, we're moving on.
Let's move on, please. I'm so sorry.
I'm sure
Alright,
we'll do a Western cartoon because we've done an anime episode. So I'm sure we'll do a Western cartoon episode at some point. Although I kind of do want to do an anime. I do want to do an anime 2 episode because I wasn't here for the first anime episode and I want about my anime experience. But anyway, and
I wasn't there for the first episode either.
Yeah, so we can do that at some point. But it is my
God, this is a mess. It's my fault.
Now,
no, it isn't.
The next waifu that I have
not a mess.
Is a character who I've liked since childhood, since I first discovered that Sonic the Hedgehog was actually a thing. Her name is Bunny Rabbit.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah, Bunny.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
See, anyone who knows me will know that I really like Bunny Rabbit, like a lot, actually.
You ship her and Sonic.
I do. Well, here's the thing.
Why?
While I do think the two of them are actually compatible most of the time, and I'm pretty sure this is the case for almost everyone actually. Whenever someone ships someone with the main character, they usually do it because they themselves are attracted to that girl in the first place. I know this is definitely true in like anime. No, it's definitely true in anime, like in harem shows or like anime where the main character is like
Dress Up Darling. I don't want to be good.
Anime.
Whenever they have like multiple love interests, the love interest that they ship with the protagonist the most is usually the one that they themselves want to bang. But but that being said,
is a harem anime.
A harem anime is a show where multiple girls are attracted to the protagonist, and yeah. Anyway, Bunny Rabbit, one of my favorite characters. Because when I first watched Sonic SatAM on Pop way back in 2004, I was like, "Oh man, she's really cute."
Pop is okay.
Oh yeah, Pop is
I guess
a children's network that we have here in UK, and I think other countries have it too. It's
I think
basically
it's popular in Europe.
it's basically the channel that those who can't afford actual TV watch. At least in my case,
Mm.
I watched Pop. I
Basi-
watched Pop because I couldn't.
I want to
Is
bring.
that why
I
you
want to
don't watch
bring up
Doctor Who?
another thing about Pop. Basically, okay, quick history of Pop. It used to be a channel dedicated to mostly like old cartoons from the 80s and 90s. Mostly a lot of like
Mm.
it was known to having the Mario cartoons on there as well as Sonic. It even had
Ew.
the Kirby
Okay.
anime on there as well. But it was also a lot of like
Hey.
import cartoons from mostly like Canada and I think Europe as well.
Mm.
And it was basically just like a channel just dedicated to mostly like for those who couldn't probably afford like Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon.
It was one
such.
of those channels where if you get like cable TV but you don't get the full package, you at least have that one available to you. So if you didn't have like Cartoon Network, you had like channels like Pop or Kicks.
And Kicks. Also Girl Pop, which was like had all like sort of like
What?
Girl Pop was like it just mostly just a lot of girl shows, so it had like a lot of like I know it was mostly known for the English dub of Tokyo Mew Mew. It had Winx Club
Tokyo what?
on there. It had
Winx
it
Club.
had
It was also the
a
kid
bunch
version
of just
Pop. Yeah.
oh I think it also had Pretty Cure on there as well. That's also another magical girl.
It had what?
Pretty Cure's a big like magical girl anime in Japan.
Mm.
Long running.
Okay.
And also Tiny Pop, which also was like Pop but had like
And there was also the top of the pops.
What? But yeah, Bunny
Top of
Rabbit, she is best girl in Archie Sonic, and Sonic Said AM.
Yes.
She is you know,
So is she best girl in Sonic General? to you?
Sonic in general.
I mean
In general, you
Yeah.
know what? I think she's probably tied for that spot with Blaze, but we'll get to her eventually.
Always gotta be Blaze,
Yeah,
huh?
we'll get to her eventually. I don't know. It's really funny because I really liked Bunny as a character when I was a kid when I first watched Sonic Sat AM, but then I kind of like forgot about because I discovered Sonic when I was like really young, but I kind of forgot about it for like a long time after that.
oh yeah, same.
Then-
Same, I had that too.
And then I sort of like came back into contact with it when I was like 9 years old, and I was like, "Wait, this is a video game franchise? What?" Because I only knew about the
What?
cartoons. You know, Pop aired like Sonic Sat AM, Sonic Underground, and Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Ew.
Yeah.
No.
Major deal.
Adventures
My God.
Adventures is objectively the best Sonic cartoon. But anyway,
Well,
it's
I mean until Fear comes out, and then we'll see.
it's basically Sonic.
That has
It's
gotta be the-
basically it's the
that's
show
the
that
fucking
Sonic
lie.
Boom wishes it was. But anyway,
Oh,
yeah,
you sure
so
about that?
I'm 100%
Sure
sure
about
about that. But anyway, yeah, no, it's interesting because
okay.
I kind of forgot
Yeah.
about like the comics and the cartoons, and it wasn't until I read issue 152 of Archie Sonic where my intense affection towards this rabbit character was revitalized, and it was also the issue that made me an intense shipper of Son Bunny. That's what it's called. Yeah, but you know, it's interesting because I kind of feel like Bunny is one of those characters
That's a
that
goddamn
I
shame.
definitely like more because of their design, particularly when they're drawn by Stephen Butler.
Yeah.
Stephen Butler's take on Bunny Rabbit is a very good take on the character. Jay Axer as well. Spaz, you know, they do very good takes. They do very good takes on Bunny Rabbit. I absolutely loathe. I don't dislike Tracy Yardley's art like some friends of ours do, but I absolutely despise his take on Bunny Rabbit. Like, you have taken. Okay, this is gonna sound kind of creepy, but you have taken out the sexual aspect of the design. Damn it! And Bunny herself, And Bunny
No.
herself, no, but the
No.
thing is, Bunny
Come on,
herself
bro.
says in that one issue of Archie Sonic
Oh my god.
that she is the sex symbol of the freedom fighters. She literally says that. So
She says
I'm
sex
sorry?
symbol because
no,
play on
Who wrote
I
that?
words and
I
Who
all.
wrote
know
that?
it's
Who
a
wrote
play
that?
on words.
Who
I
wrote
know
that?
it's a play on words, but she
Who wrote
literally
that?
says that. I'm
I
pretty
Who wrote
sure it
that?
was.
hold
Put
on,
that in the
let
script.
me look for it.
Who wrote
Hold
it?
on,
Who wrote
Nebs,
that script?
Nebs.
I'm pretty
Chill,
sure
let
it
me
was
go look for
I
it.
think I'm not sure who wrote it. It was probably this was during the
I'm
comedy
looking for it.
era. This was during the
Yeah, it
comedy
was the
era, so
comedy
it would
era.
have been
Okay. Okay. Because if it was
no, it
Ian,
wasn't Ian.
No.
It was probably Mike
That's
Cantorvich or no, Scott Shaw's an artist.
Kantarovich?
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember what issue it was.
I finally figured out what his name
it
was
was
pronounced.
one of them.
Actually.
I don't know who was on during the comedy era. No one remembers the writers before Ken, Carlin, Flynn. So like,
I
well,
do.
you're like
I think
even more of
Mike
an Archie
Gallagher
Sonic.
was
You're
like
even more of an Archie
one of
Sonic
the
nerd than I am. So there you go. But
Morbid.
it's interesting because I'm trying to think if there's anything that I like about Bunny on a personality level. I mean, I guess she can kind of kick ass. She's a
Oh.
very kind-hearted character. You know, um, I one of the things I don't like about how they handled her character in Sad AM is the fact that she doesn't. I mean, this kind of applies to the freedom fighters in general in Sad AM compared to the Archie comics, but like Bunny Rabbit and the freedom fighters in general in Sad AM don't do anything. So it was really like annoying when Bunny Rabbit being one of my favorite characters in Sonic the Hedgehog and seeing her not use her cyborg arms to kick ass. There's only one scene in the entire series where she uses them to fight. One. And I'm just like, what? She's a cyborg. Whatever. Anyway, I'm done. I've been going on for
We
I've
call
been
them
going on for too
androids.
long. Wait, who's
We call them
we're getting
androids.
into the Sonic
it's
cast here.
no. This was still relevant because I was still talking about Buddy Rabbit specifically, so it is still relevant. And
I
also
can't even find that
Is
issue.
it?
we have recorded a Sonic
Is there anything else?
episode and Kiko, hurry up and put that out, please.
And I wasn't here.
Kiko, hurry up and put that out, please. For the love of God. You've been editing that longer than I've edited. I didn't think it was possible for someone to take longer than I do. I'm calling you out. I know you're watching this. Do it. Anyway,
Damn.
I don't know who this Chico is, but put
yeah.
that shit out.
And we'll I don't know.
I don't know who they are.
Aarlon. Wait, no, Delirium. You go next.
Okay.
Kiko is my wife.
Wait. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I guess second waifu. Well, my number one waifu is Kirino, just because we both like visual novels, and I'm like, whoa, a girl who likes visual novels? No way. And
Well, she doesn't just like. She doesn't just.
Yeah, I
like
always
them.
thought visual novels were for dudes.
She has one based on her light novel. So.
Right? Isn't that the ultimate dream?
So you want
to become a
So
visual
you not
novel?
only like visual
Hell
novels,
yeah.
you want to date a waifu
Dream.
that makes them, or at least has a light novel that
No.
one is based on.
Well, she makes
Yeah.
light novels, not visual
Yeah.
novels.
But they make one based
Yeah.
on her light novel,
No,
right? I think.
She became a visual novel just so I can make her my waifu. She exists in real life and the virtual world.
What?
And, we can watch cute anime girls together and be like, whoa. Cuddle together on the couch.
Oh my god, what is happening?
He's talking about how strongly he loves.
The one person who's not a weeaboo in the
Yeah,
call.
the one person.
No, I know what's happening.
Who hasn't
happening?
got who hasn't got any waifus or husbandos and is just here to silently. He's just here to judge all of us. Like it reminds me of.
But wait, but I already.
The voice of
It
reason.
reminds me of the
But I already.
Procrastinators podcast, the freaking fetish episode that they did where Mumkey doesn't say any of his and he's just there to judge the other members of the podcast the whole time. That's what this reminds me of.
Wait a minute.
Oh
But-
no. Does
but I-
that mean Nebz is the monkey of
Oh no.
social discharge?
I have
maybe. Mumkey, what are your thoughts on Elliot
But I have-
Roger?
But I have a boyfriend.
Never mind, don't answer that.
Oh my god.
Delirium.
Who?
No,
No,
Delirium.
let's not talk.
Delirium,
No,
keep
please.
going.
No,
Delirium,
no,
keep
no,
going.
no,
Keep
I
going.
Don't.
No, please, no, we're
Yeah,
good.
Delirium,
We're good.
finish what
we're
you were
good.
saying
Okay,
about
okay.
Kirino.
Also, she has to be my waifu, Coco. I have to save her. I have to save her from Kyosuke, from his dirty hands.
Yes, please. Yes, save her from.
You know, God, it's literally I'm doing a gift to
Save
the
her
world.
from indulging in
keeping,
degeneracy. Please.
Yeah, we can't have that.
Yes,
No.
we very much cannot. Why are you suddenly
What happened?
quoting Shinji at the end of Avon?
No.
Anyway, Aarlon, you go and give us a waifu.
Go again.
Okay.
Do it again.
So I said Pito usurped my previous top waifu like just recently when I rewatched.
Who was your previous
Hunter.
top waifu?
So my first ever anime that I knew was an anime was Bleach.
Okay.
Oh,
And Bleach
okay.
spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen it. Rewatch
All I
it.
know
It's
is that
coming back
Haneda
this
is in
year.
it.
Isn't the new Bleach anime like a sequel or something? Or
Yeah, it's
All I know is that
well,
Johnny
the
Young Bosch is
manga.
in it. That's it.
The manga never stopped; it kept going.
Hmm.
So the manga
Kept
went
going?
on for like
It's a berserk
years and years
situation.
after the anime got canceled. Yeah, so it's finally coming back. Very exciting. But spoilers. There's this character in
As long as it's not bad
who's
CG.
she's. It looks pretty good from the trailers.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know there were
she's
trailers out already.
an Iran.
Fair enough.
She's an Iran car chick, so she's like she's like one of the monster things from the show, basically, but like super powerful.
Mhm.
And she's like this really annoying little kid. But then it turns out that she was actually like only a kid because like her skull got cracked and it leaked out all of her power. So
Oh my
she
god.
like regressed to a child. But in actuality, she's like this smoking hot babe and part of like the main group of villains previously. So she like
Okay.
comes in hot and she's like awesome and cool and sexy. And when I saw her in like her adult form as like a middle schooler, it blew my mind. It was like love at first sight.
Is that like what? No, never mind. That's in poor taste.
Aw, I'm gonna leave
But
it
yeah,
hanging then.
another demon lord basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
cool.
Megan.
That's very cool.
Megan, give us
Okay.
your character.
Do it.
No, not yet. I don't know how many rounds we're gonna have for this one. I don't know how long this podcast is gonna go on for. So I've already said my like two waifus.
Until
so
the
how
end
about
of time.
Until the end of time. Maybe when
uh,
the sequel comes out.
Okay, so so I've talked about like waifu characters, but I'll talk about husbando characters. And one comes to mind from childhood. When I got into an anime when I was 15, and that anime was called Black Butler.
Oh no, do you
Now I know
like
the name.
Sebastian?
Yeah. Okay, well, alright, so let me give a rundown for those who don't know what Black Butler is. Black Butler, in the name, it's Kuroshi? I probably butchered it. It's basically like, the butler is a demon, like a demon, because he's got black hair, he wears so basically he
A
is,
suit.
okay, where do I start? Like, so
I haven't
he's
seen
like
Black
this,
Butler,
like,
but the only scene from that show I've seen is the corset scene. And that scene,
oh god.
it is bait.
It's yaoi bait, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh!
That show.
Oh my
Look, it was was a different person. I didn't know any
Tracy
better.
Teigen said the same
I
thing.
was dumb. I was dumb and innocent, and I just kind of just went with it. And look, I don't know, man. I'm sorry.
It's
Look, okay, so what I wanted to talk about was Sebastian. So Sebastian, he's like, I just remember just being so like easily. It was like the first time I got like super like easily flustered by a fictional character in anime, and I guess because he just had this very like particular voice and just has this very well spoken man. Well spoken voice, and he just sounded very polite and very gentle. Yet he was very yeah, he's like very serious and such, but he's also just a very nice person once you get to know him. He really likes cats. He really likes cats a lot.
Wait,
but he
but it's
doesn't.
a yaoi
Yeah.
show. How can he be into pussy?
Look, he just because he's like supposed to be a big scary like demon guy, but he has like a soft spot for cute animals, but he doesn't like dogs for some reason. But
Our whoosh.
I don't know. Or so I don't know, but basically,
So he doesn't like dogs, right?
No, like he's not like he hates them. It's not like he prefers cats more.
What about Snoop Dogg?
I don't know. It's been forever since I've seen that because I saw Black Butler. Then I saw Book of Circus because I heard that the sequel of Black Butler 2 wasn't that
When I
very
hear
good.
Black
So
Butler, I just think of Jeffrey from Fresh Prince.
Oh, you thought that too?
Like I really because like I really liked that. Look, I liked the anime for like the gothic aesthetic and it being set in London. It was like a mystery show. And it was super cool and stuff. What else did I like about Sebastian? I guess because he was just very nice and like CL was he was kind of a little bastard, but he like did everything to like help CL and such, and CL is like his he's like the leader of Phantom Hive's like sort of big company. They like I think it's like they sell toys or something, but like it's like this big business company in London. Basically, I watched the English dub, which makes sense because it's set in Britain,
It takes place
so
in London.
makes sense. So everyone's like, and the voice acting's really good. Like I like the
Whoa,
British
Megan, you
accent.
can't say that here. You can't say a dub is good.
I don't
What?
care. I don't
can't believe
care.
this.
Disgusting.
Again, it's all from memory, but I don't know. I just remember I was just so like overwhelmed by this guy. I was just like, oh my god, he's so fine. But damn, just I just couldn't get over him. If only I knew at that time of just the type of characters I would be into later that I would lose my mind over. Oh, if only I knew. But there was also like other characters I liked. There was like the Grim Reaper guy. I forgot his name. But he had like this top hat, had like long gray hair, and then the big like spiky like fangs and such, like the big grinning teeth, big grinning smile. I thought he looked really cool. I liked his design.
It is my
I'll
turn
stop.
again. Now earlier I mentioned Aerith Gainsborough, and Aerith is better than Tifa objectively. It's not up for debate. Yeah, Tifa's fine, but
I like them.
sometimes there's something that's good, and then there's something that's better, and Aerith is better than Tifa. Now, you know what? As much as I like Aerith, I will say in terms of like the relationship between her and Cloud, it's obviously Tifa's a better character for Cloud because Aerith basically mostly likes Cloud just because Cloud reminds her of Zack, and given the fact that mentally Cloud basically is Zack, spoilers for that 20-year-old game. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like it's like that situation in Steven Universe where Pearl likes that one girl just because she looks like rose quartz. You know, it's not. But still, I ship it anyway because I like Aerith. And, you know, Aerith is a cute character. She has a great design.
Shame she died.
You know, I don't like her I like her model, like her chibi model in the original, like I said earlier. I don't like when I look at like concept art of the original Final Fantasy VII, like before Tetsuya Nomura like really changed his art style. I'm not like the biggest fan of that concept art, like how she looks there, but how she looks in the game is completely fine. And personality wise, she's so cool. Like one of the cool things about like Aerith and Tifa kind of is how like their personalities are like the opposite of how they look, because like you know Tifa's kind, well, I mean, I wouldn't describe her as like shy per se, but she's still like forward in her own way. But like you know you kind of expect you know Aerith to be the more quiet, less in charge, less forward, snappy character, and Tifa to be that, but it's actually the inverse of that, which is actually pretty cool. But you know, during the compilation, and thanks to Kingdom Hearts, the Final Fantasy VII compilation and the Kingdom Hearts games, they kind of butchered Aerith's character a little bit. Like, they made her personality completely different from how she is in the actual game. They made her more like, they made her more generic and kind of more like, I don't know how to describe her, the personality they gave her other than like the generic priestess type character. You know, like they sort of, I guess they angelified her, which is ironic because she got killed by a one-winged angel.
Yes,
But
definitely.
you know, they completely destroyed her personality in Crisis Core. It's not even close to being the same personality as it is in the original game. Although some people might argue that the reason why her personality is the way that it is in the original game is because she was influenced to be that way by Zack in Crisis Core. So take that whatever way you will. But you know, the Kingdom Hearts version of Aerith is quite possibly the worst one. It has the least good design out of all of them. It also has the least accurate personality. But you know what? The remake set things right. All is right with the world once more. Aerith has her, you know, normal design, her normal personality, and it is fantastic. And you know, what I like about Final Fantasy VII Remake is that well, I know some people probably won't like it, but they really go out of their way to fan service the characters in the game, not in the close up on boobs and butt kind of way, but more like in the we're gonna make you appreciate just how beautiful these characters are kind of way, and it is absolutely fantastic. I love it. The way they display Aerith on camera in that game is the greatest. It really made my appreciation of the character even more intense. There's this one scene where you're going to Don Corneo's palace, and you have cross-dressing Cloud, and like Aerith also has to wear a fancy dress, and they really amplified that scene. They were like in the scene, it was just like a casual. In the original game, it was just like a casual scene where Aerith just comes out, and you know, she's just. It's just like, okay, you having fun there, Aerith? But like in the remake, they turned it into like this amazing scene where there's fireworks and like everyone is taking pictures of her, and it's like, and she's glowing in the light of the fireworks, and waifu overload.
That's really cool. I like that. Yeah.
But yeah, that's Aerith games, bro. Now Delirium, give us
Another waifu? I don't know if I have another waifu. I guess I can say Erica, the girl from my profile picture.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's just cool. Like, I really like her design, and Inumi Neko, I don't know. Whenever she's there, she like, I don't know. She's crazy. She brings out, yeah, I don't know. I just like her design, I guess.
Fair enough.
That is a perfectly acceptable reason to like someone.
It is also short, unlike what I just did. All right, Aarlon. All right, Aarlon. Give us a character.
Can we talk about Mudai?
Ah, yes. Wait, is that how you pronounce it? It's not Muday? I don't know.
I mean, I say Mudai in my head, but like, if you're reading it as like a Japanese word, it'd be like Mu-da-e. So,
Okay.
I don't know.
Yes, talk about gacha game addictions, collecting waifus, Aarlon.
I muted that fucking channel.
Talk about Mood Day. That's fair enough, Nebz.
It's
You
like
don't
a
want to get
Discord
addicted.
bot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Discord bot that has just like basically every character ever as like
No, they don't have
Pokemon
Lady.
cards, basically.
They don't have
Trading
Lady, the
cards.
tank engine. I'm triggered. Wait, is Lady a tank engine? I don't even know.
There are a few exceptions. They have almost like every character ever.
Yeah.
They have like 40,000 characters or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically just gacha. You just like do rolls, and if you like react to one, you can add them to your harem. So it's just trading cards that you're like collecting. But I find it kind of interesting. I mean, for one, it's like society, man. We just treat
Society.
our waifus like
Yeah.
content.
We sure as hell
all
live
I
in
can
it.
think of is that scene in American Psycho, but you replace the business cards with like waifu cards. That probably exists out there, honestly.
Isn't there a thing like that for Dengeki Bunko characters? Like trading cards for them?
There's trading cards for like every anime. For the
There was a
record.
Kingdom Hearts trading
Yeah.
card game in the 2000s.
Cool.
I didn't get any. I'm broke.
Yeah.
It failed.
And you know what? I hate that Muday takes forever to give you the characters you actually want. Like, when you already have unlimited money, which I do, you kind of stop wanting high rolls and you just want the characters you actually want. I also hate that the waifus that I want always spawn when I'm gone and someone else claims them.
Well,
damn it.
If you have a lot of money, you can get like all the crazy upgrades that make you more efficient at finding characters.
Yeah. But like I remember like I really wanted Aerith for a long time and I didn't get her for like 2 months. And she was the only character that I wanted for a long time before I realized I could add other characters to my wish list. And I still haven't gotten Bunny Rabbit yet.
You still haven't
I've
gotten
had
Bunny.
Bunny on that list for like 3 months and I haven't gotten her yet. Come on, give me Bunny.
I spent months in the game rolls trying to get Crystal. The game rolls
Crystal?
are like so bad.
Crystal?
The characters are like worthless.
Yeah,
Crystal?
from Star Fox.
Oh my god!
What's wrong with Crystal from Star Fox?
I love
She was,
She's great.
Crystal. She's so cute. I love her hair.
Yeah.
Actually, I gotta. I never played Star Fox Adventures. I'm broke. I have $0.
I know
never
it's
played
like
Star
some
Fox
people
either.
see her as like the furry big character, but and fucking she cute.
She is.
She cute.
She is.
I love her
She is
hair,
furry.
and she has a cute
Characters
face.
like her and Sally Acorn
And
and
Rouge.
Judy Hopps.
And
Well,
and that Space Jam character.
yeah.
And
Lola
that other Space
Bunny.
Jam character.
Honestly, I feel like Rouge was one of those characters that had some sort of bisexual awakening in me. Just saying.
What?
Sally was definitely Sally. I don't identify I don't identify as a furry. I just want to throw that out there. But Sally is definitely one of those
I do.
characters. Sally Acorn is definitely one of those characters that made me appreciate anthropomorphic animals just a little bit more. Particularly when I was watching Sonic Sat AM in the days of
dear.
my childhood. You know, I was watching
Oh,
Sonic.
boy.
Like half the characters in your Mude harem are like Sonic characters.
I was watching. That is a bit of an exaggeration, but but like when I first saw the last episode of Sad AM, and there's that scene where like Sally Acorn is super powered by like the power of
The
that
power of
rock
love.
thing. I don't think it's a Chaos Emerald. And there's a scene where like it's a first person view of Sally about to about to make out with Sonic, and they give her like really weirdly detailed lips for some reason, and I was just like, oh, and that's when and that's when I developed an appreciation for anthros, and then I got out of that. The funny thing is, I got out of that, but then I discovered Judy Hopps. But you know what's really funny about discovering Judy Hopps and her getting me back into that? Is that despite Judy Hopps getting me back into that, I have never actually been into Judy Hopps that way. It was one of those things where it's
Oh,
like,
thank
that character's
God.
kind of cute. I'm gonna go on
Thank
Rule 34.
Fuck.
You know what? Most of this art isn't that good. And then I stopped. Nah, I
What?
couldn't.
Okay, for one, that's not true.
Cap, you have got to be lying.
I'm gonna okay.
No,
Speaking of
that's
Afro
what the actual
characters,
experience was. That's what the actual experience was.
that
I don't know.
reminds me-
Like I
So
thought she
you
was
wanted
cute,
to-
and then I was like, and then
No.
I suddenly thought she wasn't cute.
I like Judy.
Anyway, go on, Megan. You were gonna say something.
Okay, what was I gonna say? So I guess with earlier like Archie Sonic characters, I do like Mina. I like Mina. She's cute. I like her.
Oh, you like
her
Mina?
Yeah, I like her purple hair. She's like sweet and shy. A lot of people compare my OC Megan Moonbear to
Mina.
Yeah, because they both have like
They
earrings.
look nothing alike.
I know. I guess it's because of the big ears and the long hair.
It's because of the long purple
and the
hair and the
hat
round
and the earrings. I mean, but with my OC,
she's got a bit of a punk thing going on there.
But mine's is more
You
of
know-
like like Moonbear instead of Mongoose, because like,
Bringing up Mina Mongoose just makes me think of like another aspect of waifus, which is waifu culture, which is like shipping wars. Because
Oh my
like
God,
in
the
the
shipping one. Oh,
in the
it's
early
hell on
days in the
I-
early days of the Archie Sonic community in the late 90s, it was hell on earth. I've seen people tell horror stories of
It
like
still is
Mina
hell on earth.
shippers
Wait, they were
pooping all over and
the
attacking.
Mina shippers were like aggressive or something.
Yeah, the Mina shippers were aggressive towards Sally shippers, and it was a whole thing. And then Sonic X came out, and then the Amy fans came into the mix, and it became a three-way war zone. And then,
A three-way
and then the
war
Elite
zone,
shippers.
dude.
No, I'm kidding. There's no Elite shippers. It's like the Sonic version of like the whole Ray versus Asuka fans. It's like there was a
Oh my
whole
God,
war
that
there
is
too.
so
Like
true.
people were like, I think like a lot of people credit Evangelion for being the start of that whole shipping wars, waifu flame wars thing. People say that like Evangelion was the show that kind of pioneered that aspect of waifu culture, which if true, cuz I'm not that old, if true is really funny to me because Evangelion, the creator of the show, is against, well, not like strongly against, but somewhat against waifu culture. And yet
Someone-
he created a show that
Yeah,
made it even worse than it
and probably
already
that's why
was.
he's like, "Oh God,
gotta love the irony
I
in
made a
that.
mistake. Oh no."
Yeah. And then he went and made the reboots, which made it even worse.
And then you just have me in the corner where it's just like, I like them and I would be friends with them because I think they look pretty.
Yeah.
I don't like to get into like fights. I'm just like, oh, they would be cool friends. I could hang out with them. You know who I would be friends with? I would be friends with Conator. Is that how you say her name? From Lucky Star? The one with the long...
Oh, I thought you were talking about Kaneda.
Conator.
Conus, I think.
Conator? Is that... I
Oh, I thought you were
You
talking
know-
about Akira.
I don't like getting involved in flame wars, and I rarely ever have. But I remember there was one time where I was arguing with someone who's like an avid Amy Rose fan, like a very passionate Amy Rose fan.
Oh, yeah.
This wasn't even
you're an
really.
Archie
This wasn't even
fan.
really an argument about like. This wasn't even really an argument about like waifus per se. It was more just like how the comics treated Amy as a character, and it's really, I don't know. It's really funny to me how like when it comes to the Archie comics, a lot of Amy fans just won't admit that the reason why they dislike them is because they had someone else be Sonic's primary love interest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that does
really funny to
kind
me.
of.
As someone
That does
who's
kind of.
as someone who's a
Yeah.
multi-shipper...
Oh, so Sally Acorn is better than Amy Rose.
Can you shut the?
Ugh.
Oh my god! You're gonna piss off all my Amy Rose friends.
As someone who's a
Yes.
multi-shipper, I'm
Yes.
just like, why the fight? Just have both. Both is good.
Yeah.
I ship a lot of characters with other characters, because like there'll be like one ship where one character's with this one, and then that same character I could be shipping with someone else, and I like it because it's variety. It's like,
yeah.
it's like putting different chemicals.
Oh, you mean
with
like
each
a
other.
girlfriend? It's a poly anime in that. So there's
Oh, yeah.
there's no flame wars.
Yeah.
There's no flame wars in girlfriend
I've
because
seen
everyone
that.
gets
It looks
everyone
cute.
gets the,
Yeah.
that's really the way to put an
Yeah,
end
like that-
to waifu wars.
That
is just
should
make
be
it so
what
that
all animes, like just
so that the protagonist gets all the girls.
yeah, just like
Like in
some-
like the conception anime, he gets all the girls, so no one is gonna be
like,
mad
everyone
that he
can
picked
have it.
one girl.
It,
But then no one is fighting over conception anyway, because conception is a trash show. So
I will say,
What? What's a trash show?
yeah,
Conception. Is that what you said?
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. It's based on like this Sega game where you hatch like eggs by banging waifus, and then you
Oh.
send them to go and fight
Oh my God.
monsters.
No, please. No,
Sounds
no.
So you have, like,
interesting. I thought it was an
Sega?
anime.
You have like a.
Look,
That's why it's called conception, because it's literally like about like,
It's about sex.
mating
It's about-
with waifus to literally conceive like these superpowered children that come out of eggs, and they go and fight monsters for you. I think
What
it's like
the
an RPG kind of thing. Like it's like, I have no idea. I've only watched the anime, but yeah, it is based on a game that Sega made, and it's
Sega.
something.
Whoever created that game, it's Sega. You need Jesus.
No, it's look. It's for like the Japan audience and not like the Western audience.
They need
Sega in general
Jesus.
does
Oh,
need a
shush.
holy intervention.
Because it's like
Holy
because most
intervention.
people are like, oh,
You're
Sega
right.
is the company that makes Sonic. It's like, well, they make other things. They make all sorts of things.
Mm.
But okay, whose turn is it?
But
Uh,
I think it was Delirium's. I think it's yours, Megan.
Oh,
Actually,
really?
no,
Oh,
it's
it's
yours
my
again.
turn. Oh
Yeah.
man, who?
Yeah, because Aarlon decided to talk about the waifu catching game instead.
I got 8
which
minutes
wouldn't
before I have to
really
be
hate
powered.
about waifus.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I should reveal the obvious one in the room.
Oh yeah, do it.
Wow, you're really excited about that, aren't you? Okay.
Excited about the jokes.
Oh, the jokes. Okay. Alright, so Venom. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, so probably people probably know me as like, oh, you
Yes,
were
I
that
do.
one person that like got really into Venom last year, and your whole Twitter timeline is full of like,
Yeah.
full of Simbrock, Simbrock fan art and stuff, and
Oh my god.
uh,
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I don't know why I'm nervous talking about this.
Don't be. Don't be.
Okay. So I guess I
Fine.
feel like I need to tell the story of this, and I'll try to keep it as brief. So I wasn't really fully into Marvel, and I only saw like a few Marvel movies here and there. And then I watched Ultimate Spider-Man with my boyfriend because we were
The
going.
show?
Yes, the cartoon.
Trash.
Look,
Yeah.
shut up, no, let me just hear me out, please, okay?
Go watch Spectacular
I
Spider-Man
already
instead.
have, and I like that. I like
They're
the
both
both.
Drake
good.
Bell
Yes,
is
yes.
bad.
Anyways, no, look, we don't have enough time. I need to, okay. So before,
They
yeah,
have
yeah,
their
yeah.
own appeal.
So with Venom in the cartoon of Ultimate Spider-Man, because
Okay.
before I didn't realize that Venom was like, I guess a goopy alien boy. I thought he was a solid boy. I thought he was like, because as a kid I was like, oh, is he like evil Spider-Man or something?
Yes.
So and so like and I realized, oh, so he's like a slime. Okay, that's interesting. So he's like made of goo. Okay.
Spider Vegeta.
And then it was like,
What about
okay,
Vegeta?
that's interesting. I'm intrigued of this Venom guy. And at one time, I was in my college class, and I saw this other guy watching the Venom 2 trailer, Venom Let There Be Carnage. And I was just like, oh, what's that you're watching? I was like, oh, I'm watching it's just like Venom Let There Be Carnage. And it's like, oh, that looks interesting. Yeah, maybe I should watch it. And it's like, I should probably watch the first one because that came out a while ago. Because I briefly saw like Venom fan art in 2018 on Tumblr, back when the first movie
Spider
came out.
Sasuke.
And so yeah, I watched the first movie, with my dad one night, just kind of chilling there and watching it, and I instantly fell in love with the character Venom, and I was just
Oh, boy.
wow, he's like a Ben 10 alien. He even sounds like one. That's so cool.
Wait.
Oh, he just
I
kind
never
of
thought of it like that.
what?
I never thought of it like that. A Ben 10
Yeah, he's
alien.
kind of like it if you think about it like that. Because like I think the reason why was because his voice in the first movie made me think of like Ghost Freak in a weird way, but like slightly deeper. And I really liked Ghost Freak, so I was just like, yo, this is pretty cool. I think the reason why that I appreciate Venom so much is because it's like Ben 10, but it's like its own thing. So before I really loved Ben 10 and the alien designs in that, so it opened this whole Pandora's box and this whole awakening I had. And then I
Oh
So what
my
you're
god.
saying is that what you're saying is that your ultimate scenario would be a scenario in which Venom scratches the Omnitrix and and it absorbs. That's how that works, right? I forget.
yeah, like it's
an
like
alien has to
basically
scratch
like the
Omnitrix.
Omnitrix scans the DNA of like an alien or something like that.
Yeah,
And
and then Ben can
It
turn
takes
in.
a DNA sample, which
And
is
then
why
Ben-
Ghost Freak was able to regenerate from.
Beg pardon?
Well, I was
basically,
talking more like what happened
Exactly.
though. I was talking more like what happened with Ben Wolf,
yeah.
where like Ben was able to turn into it because it scratched the Omnitrix that one time, because apparently that's all it takes for it to be able to absorb the DNA of an alien is for someone to scratch it. And like it would be really funny if
But,
that happened with Ben, and then you have
Okay,
a
so
green symbiote Ben with like an Omnitrix in the place of where
most
the
times
spider
it's
would be.
just like it's like the typical
There you go.
black, but with like some sort of green attachment to it.
The typical what?
Like, because the symbiote, it's
I
black.
just
it's the color
realized
black.
that that's basically what I just
Actually,
realized that's basically what Goop is, isn't
yeah,
it?
that's
Goop is
literally what
basically
Goop
like that.
is. It's like Goop is
Yeah.
kind of like Venom, but different. But anyways, then I saw Venom 2, and that was like the first film I saw after COVID, after the pandemic, because the last one I saw was the first Sonic movie. So I went from hedgehogs to symbiotes, and oh my god, I had the biggest smile on my face because it's like I found out before like seeing it, like in like the comment sections or somewhere of a video, it was like, oh, Eddie and Venom are actually a couple in the comics, and I was just like, oh, are they? That's so cute. I love that. And then I watched that movie, and there's that whole scene with Venom talking about. So there's that whole scene where Venom's talking like the speech of like how humans and aliens should get along with one another, and or something like that. I can't remember in full, but I guess that was like the scene where, or just even the entire movie made me comfortable about my own sexuality, and it was just like, yeah, Venom is proud of who he is, and it's like, I should be proud of my sexuality, and I became basically the Venom.
Wait,
Venom made
Venom
me
is
more.
a pride icon.
Yeah, he's the unofficial like pride, like unofficial gay icon. So that's how people
What?
see it. Yeah,
Okay.
because of him being this very like he doesn't care what people think. He's happy with who he is, and that made me feel happy with being bisexual. So in a way, Venom made me more bisexual because last year I came out as bi, and I wasn't so sure about it. But Venom in some way was like, "Hey, that's okay. You just be proud and be happy with who you are." And it spoke to me like on that sort of personal level, and it made me like realize, oh yeah, I feel comfortable with myself and I feel happy with myself. And then the obsession began, and oh boy, it was,
the obsession began.
Yeah, I read for a lot of the Venom comics, and it's not just Venom that I love. I also love Eddie. Oh my god, there is so many like versions of him that I love.
That's a really weird sentence.
What do you
That's
mean?
like saying, it's not just Spider-Man I love, I also love Peter Parker.
And no, it's just like, cause I didn't realize.
Well, actually, now that I think about it, the Spider-Man one probably makes a little bit more sense because there's like more than one.
Yeah,
but we don't talk about
but
that.
I think it's because the longest time I didn't know. I thought Venom was just an alien. I didn't, or a monster. I didn't know that there was a host underneath it. I didn't even realize until it was like, oh, so Eddie's the host of Venom. That's interesting. Okay. And I like the one from the movies. I like Tom Hardy's version of him. I can sort of see myself as him. It was like, yeah, that'd be me. That'd be me for real. I'm an socially awkward person. I can relate.
He just like me for real.
He just like me for real. And I love him in the comics as well.
I was gonna make a joke because of Tom Hardy's surname, but I decided to refrain.
Shut up! No.
No.
I was gonna be like, does Tom Hardy's Venom make you Tom Hard?
Shut up! Shut up! That's no. Get off the stage! Get off the stage! Oh my god! Anyway.
Will you stay?
Anyways, God, where did I start? So yeah, Comic Eddie I really like because he's just this giant himbo man, and he's just like there's different interpretations because in the 90s, kind of like this big kind of serious guy, but honestly, he's kind of a big goof. Same with Venom, they're both goofy motherfuckers. They're very like
goofy motherfuckers.
Yeah. And then, I don't know.
Yeah, Eddie in the original comics is kind of low-key insane.
Yeah, he's insane, but I like him for that. He's just so...
Did you just say low-key insane?
But there's something endearing about it. I don't... Excuse me.
He's high-key insane, okay.
But I don't know, but like in like the sort of recent like era of the comics, sort of like from like 2016 to now, he's kind of like a little more chill. He's still a big himbo man, but he's kind
Big
of
himbo
soft.
man.
He's a soft guy, and I'm just like, he's weirdly adorable. I don't know. I guess it's just
Big
like,
himbo man.
yeah, I don't know, because he's just kind of endearing. And same with Venom. Venom's an absolute sweetheart. Like, yes, he's a big, scary monster, but I like him like that because he's also super goofy and just, oh, he's fun.
Goofy, yeah,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
And, I like also the one from Spectacular.
Oh, what?
Oh, what's that?
Oh, nah, never mind. Go on.
Okay.
Go on. Yeah.
Okay, so how do I? All right, so I mentioned the one from Spectacular Spider-Man, which I like, but there's also another one that's kind of a hot take. But I don't know.
You like the Spider-Man 3 Venom.
It's not okay.
He gets your spidey senses
Shut
tingling,
up!
if you know what
Shut
I'm talking
up!
about.
Oh my god!
I get it.
No, look, I just find
So-
Eddie
so-
in that movie just funny. Like, that was the movie that I found out that my sense of humor is so broken, and I'm just like, yeah, I like this funny gremlin man. Look at this little scrawny bastard. Oh my god, he's such a bastard. And it's like,
No.
yeah, he's a
I love the creator
bastard.
album.
And then it was just like, wow, I love this strange human being. He's so fucking awkward, but he's like so smug, and it's just like, damn.
He's also the type of guy that takes photos of his girlfriend when they're about to fall to their death.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Wait, can we talk about that?
Yeah, he's not okay.
He's ultimate Eddie.
His idea of
He's
getting
ultimate
Gwen is
Eddie.
stalking her a bit.
Yeah, okay, but it's I don't know. I guess I just really like his what
He's
is
also
it,
dead.
like? Yes, I know he died. I know, and
He's also what?
Oh, well, he died with Venom because like Venom was gonna get killed, so he died along with Venom.
No Way Home is actually a very bad movie because Venom knew that Spider-Man was Peter Parker, and he's not in No Way Home, even though all the villains that come are supposed to come because they know who Peter Parker is.
I think it was just because
No Way Home is a
What are you
0 out of 10.
talking about?
I think it was just
What are
because
you talking
they
0 out of
already
10.
had they already had enough villains for that movie, so I guess it was just like, okay, we don't want to. Like,
Yeah, no, I was just joking.
we don't want to like.
I thought it was like that Marvel, like the cinematic universe, like those people don't own Venom. Because I think
Yeah.
Sony still has like the rights
But
for him in
okay,
the movie.
going back to so I really like the design of the sort of hybrid form between Venom and Eddie because I don't know, it just looks really cool. Like the really like crooked like teeth, like fangs are really cool. I like sort of like the way the tendrils are just like sort of like wrap around like sort of the head. Like it's a really cool design. It looks so cool. I don't know how to describe it. It just looks super appealing, and I think the reason why is just because it's like, wow, these are exactly this is the type of OCs I have where they're like these super like weird smug assholes that have like this very like very angsty design, and they're just kind of bastards, and it's like, yeah, that's just kind of like most of my villain OCs. So that's probably why I was like, yeah, I don't know, that's it. That's all I want to say. And yes, I will have to stop because I don't want to go on for too long. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for simping so hard.
I have 2 waifus, because I know we're reaching the end here. I have 2 waifus that I want to bring up here real quick. Well, 3, but 2 of them are sort of a package. Even though they're not really related.
100 waifus.
Even though they're not really, well, I'm I mean, I'm basically just waiting until you guys are out of waifus. So if you guys have more waifus, that's fine.
I mean, I have a whole bunch
but
of like, oh, sorry.
but yeah.
I think
So,
we could go on forever. We just need
We
to
just need to like
find a
rapid
good stopping
fire,
point.
like
But,
rapid fire down the ones.
but I have two characters that sort of how do I put this without coming across like a weirdo and a creep.
You
Okay.
don't.
So I do. So there's this character from a comic called
Oh, shit.
Alfie, and her
What?
name is Alfie.
Okay.
Alfie Tolman, and she's a dwarf. And you know what?
Okay.
This character made me develop an appreciation for dwarves.
Oh,
You know,
Oh my.
dwarf
Same
characters.
Eddie made me appreciation for himbo characters and just like big
Himbo.
muscly like
Dwarf characters.
Himbo.
You know?
Hellboy.
Himbo.
I like Hellboy.
Yeah.
Uh,
So like, you
Yeah,
know,
short
basically
girls
Yeah,
can
I'm
be
a
cute.
short person.
basically like she's from the it's kind of an NSFW comic, but not really, because it has like an
Oh,
actual
nah.
plot, but I'm not there for that. I'm not there for that plot. I'm kind of just I'm just
You're
like,
there for
You're
the
not there
no,
for the
why
plot.
are
You're
there
there
like
for the steps.
You're there
I'm like, why are there 30 pages of plot that I don't care about? Get to the, you know,
Get to the sex
Bauchika
already.
Wow
Really? You
already.
serious?
Yes,
No, I don't care.
yes.
I don't care.
I'm
Sex.
I'm
You serious? You're
censoring
only there for the
myself because I am not home alone today. That's why.
really.
But
You're only there for the
no,
fucking
it's
fucking.
a very well, its actual plot is like kind of boring because it's like a story about how there's humans and there's dwarves, but like there's racism, and it's like, oh yeah, but I found this comic on myhentaicomics.com, so I'm obviously not
Oh
there
my
for that plot,
God.
you know.
No.
So
No.
immediately
I'm good.
it's like really weird as well because like the first scene is like she meets a human and well whatever, and then they get caught and they get in trouble because obviously humans and dwarves are not allowed to have like intimate relationships with each other, whatever, because it's like a whole like a racist thing, and it's like, oh, that's interesting. Fast forward, and like the like part of the plot is that like Alfie herself keeps on ending up in like intimate like relationships with people, but they keep on wanting more from her than she's willing to give. Like she kind of just wants to, you know, do the thing and, you know, be
So
done
the
with
thing
it,
is
but
sex.
everyone is like everyone is trying to everyone she does it with wants to like
Oh my
date
God.
her or marry her. So
So
and she's just like, why do you
no.
gotta make things so complicated?
I get
just
it.
wanna and
I
she's
just
just
don't
like,
want to get it.
I mean her whole character arc, like her whole journey is her basically just being like, yeah, I just want to be able to have sex without like people making it emotional. And I'm just like, yeah, you're kind of asking for like something very difficult there because a lot of people will say they can do that, but they really can't. So, you know, it's just like that's basically her like character is that she wants to be able to do that without being in relationships. But I'm kind of just here like I don't care about any of that. She's really cute. She's a short stack. She's adorable. Ah, and so yeah. And then yeah.
Y'all need fucking help.
Anyway, the other character is a character from the Spider-Man comics called Anna Maria Marconi, and she is also a short stag. And
Oh yeah,
she
her.
is she's mainly in the Superior Spider-Man comics, which are actually
I didn't read
good.
those.
Go read those. I'm really hoping they make a Superior Spider-Man movie, but they probably won't.
Ain't Dan Slott bad?
He can be good sometimes. He can be. Yeah, so she's really
Yeah, with
cute,
Sonic,
especially
probably.
when she's drawn by one of my favorite Marvel artists, Humberto Ramos. He has
Oh my
like the
god, you're
best take
serious!
on Humberto Ramos is a great artist. You have very bad taste. Anyway, yeah, no, he. Why am I being insulted by Donald Duck? Yeah, he has the best take on the character. She is absolutely adorable. She's like a scientist, but despite her tiny size, she's like confident and like bossy and like is like a strong, independent woman that don't need no man. And she's so cool. And she doesn't take shit from anyone. She's awesome, and yeah, she's also very cute. And she dates Otto.
Which
She dates
which
Otto
one of these is
Octavius.
your avatar?
She dates Otto. Oh, I'll get to her in a second. I almost forgot about her. She dates Otto Octavius,
Oh my
who is
god.
possessing Peter's body at the time, and they have a really wholesome relationship. She humanizes him. She humanizes him and makes him less evil. Even though he's still doing something that is kind of immoral because he's possessing someone's body and using it to have intimate relationships with Anna Maria Marconi, which could be considered uninformed. Anyway, you know what I'm getting at there. And yeah, it's great. And Aarlon, you asked me who the character in my avatar is. That character is me. No, I'm kidding. That character is a is a race swapped. This is gonna make me look a bit like a hypocrite because I'm actually vehemently against race swapping characters. But this is a race swapped character, a race swapped version of a character called Arulu, who I do not know. They're from a gacha game, I think, and they're like a dwarf demon princess thing. And how I discovered this character was, thanks to Alfie Tolman, who sent me down the rabbit hole of being into vertically challenged characters. I was like, okay, it's time to go. It's time to go on anyway. It's time to visit the dark side of the internet and do something about this. And that's how I
do it all the time.
discovered that character in a dojin called what's it called?
A
I forget.
dojin.
The artist is called Mushi. The artist is called Mushi, but I forget what the dojin itself is actually called. And it's got great art. She's very cute. She's a short stack. And
Okay.
when I first started realizing some things about myself, again I'm censoring myself because I'm not home alone. I put her as my profile picture, and then I had a friend color it for me, and now
Oh.
she's no longer
CJ.
Arulu. She's no longer Arulu. She is now me. There is no Arulu. There is only Coco.
Epic.
Okay.
And
Very cool.
there's a model that I follow on Twitter. Her name is 5 Foot Pet, and she's basically she's basically like what I would imagine my PvP would look like in real life. Did I just say PvP? PFP, whatever. PvP, PCP. Anyway, that's basically what I would imagine. I was like, I would like there to be technology where I could just become that person. Scientists, hurry up and get on that, please, for the love of God.
That's me.
Because I'm
Whoa,
having
technology.
some body dysmorphia and gender dysphoria. So please, for the love of
Okay.
God, do it.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway. Yeah.
I'm sure whoever's editing it will watch this back and not just dump
Yeah,
it.
I
Aarlon.
hope okay.
Aarlon.
Before this ends, I just want to say I really hope that I didn't say anything weird or upsetting to
Wait, I have one more. There's one more I want to mention. There's just one Last
Ah.
one. Wait,
Oh my
no,
God.
no,
I
two
have
more.
to shower.
Okay, one is Blaze the cat, and I just want to say Blaze the cat is really hot.
Oh my God.
Because she has fire powers and yeah, and
Blaze is cool.
yeah, and
So Mario has
Blaze's
fire powers too, and
and
you don't see anyone
she's in Sonic
fucking saying
Rush
he's hot.
Adventure, which is the first Sonic game I ever owned, and
Sonic Rush
also
Adventure was
Stephanie
my
Nadoli
first.
is my favorite voice actress of all time. I don't want to call
I
her
fir-
a waifu because it's kind of creepy because she's a real
Yeah,
person,
I know.
but at the same time, she's one of my favorite voice actresses of all time, and I used to really
What's her
want to
name?
meet her, but now I don't because Stephanie Nadoli. And every time I used to really want to meet her at like a convention, but now I don't because every time I think about a scenario in which that would happen, I picture myself dying from hyperventilation. So I don't want it to happen. I would like someone to go in my stead and get something signed for me and then send it to me.
Alright,
And
okay.
Aarlon, you live
Well,
in
for
Texas
me-
where she lives, so you do it.
For me, I only need one, and I'm dating him right now.
Aw, that's cute.
That's great.
We appreciate that. Also,
We just heard
Yeah, I'm not into
quiet.
fictional
We
characters.
just heard quiet Nebz. We just heard quiet Nebz. Anyone
You
who's
just heard
watching
Quiet
this,
Nebz.
Does quiet Nebz really sound like Shinji Ikari? Tell us if you think he does.
No, please.
I'm talking about the good Shinji
No,
Ikari.
please.
The good one.
The good? Casey's
Yes.
good.
No.
Nah.
She sounds like a woman.
Come on,
I mean,
bro.
they sound like a woman.
There you go.
They sound like
There
a
you
woman.
go. There you go.
But
But
anyway, that's
okay.
I think that's it for this podcast. This one was a little bit more of a clusterfuck than the previous episodes we've
yeah,
done.
I'm sorry
know
if I
what?
made
But that was
it
'cause
worse. Hey, I just
No, that's because I'm here. I made it worse.
Hey, Coco,
Nah, nah.
Coco,
We all made
are
it
you
worse.
sure?
We
'Cause
all made it worse.
I feel like people are
Yeah.
gonna like hate crime me
There's only one.
for my tasting characters.
No one is gonna hate
I
crime you for your tasting characters. In fact,
We're all degenerates here.
it was
Not
very
me, though, 'cause-
tame. I'm more so worried about people being like, "What the heck, Coco? You like Elf Yamato? What?" But
Who?
anyway,
I think most of
guess-
my
yeah,
friends are gonna be like, who?
Okay, sorry.
Because I don't know who the fuck that is. Still.
But anyways, let's quickly before we wrap this up.
I need to shower, please.
Start. Let's start with Megan. Megan, do you have anything you want to quickly shill or promote?
I guess go and check out my YouTube channel. I did upload a video a few days ago. Well, the time you probably see it probably would be a while, but yeah, it was a Sonic comic dub, Sonic Mega Drive. I don't know. I don't really use Twitter that much because that place is scary. If you
Oh my
have
God, you have no
Tumblr,
idea.
I have a Tumblr.
It's about to get even scarier.
I don't know. You just go to my YouTube channel. Just go to MC Gemstone and have a good old time there. Yeah.
Yes. Aarlon, do you have anything you want to shill?
Yes.
Like
I
your
have a
game?
comic. It's called Big Billy's Adventure Everywhere. You can find it at bigbilly'sadventureeverywhere.xyz. It's extremely edgy, beware. But it's cool.
It's edgy in that goofy kind of way.
Oh, that's good. We like goofy edgy.
I reread chapter 1 because I was like, oh, a new chapter came out, so I want to quickly binge on it to know what's actually happening. But anyways, Nebz, do you have anything that you want to show or promote? I don't even know if I'm using the word show correctly. Whatever.
I mean, there is Sonic Anarchy, but everywhere else, I walked in that motherfucker not giving a fuck, and I walked out that bitch not giving a fuck. There's also, I guess there's Chaos Team, I guess, but we're going through some crazy ass shit right now with them
Mm-hmm.
currently.
And I guess
But everything else though,
yep.
everything else, I walked in that motherfucker not giving a fuck, and walk out that bitch not giving a fuck.
Fair enough. Mic drop moment. And I guess for me, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Tamika Likes to Draw. I don't really draw that much anymore though, but on the off chance that I do, you can find my art there or on my DeviantArt at Amazing Artist Red. You can also find my project Sonic Saturn on Twitter as well. We have a Discord server for it too.
That project
There's also
is
my
dead.
YouTube channel, which I'm hoping to start uploading on again at some point. I've been working on an Evangelion video for like 2 years. I don't know if I'm ever going to get it out, but I'm hoping that I do. And also, since we're in the Social Discharge podcast, before we close this off, for anyone who's interested, we now have, for all 10 of you that are watching this, a Discord server. So if you want to join and talk to us or suggest any topics, the link is in the description. So go and click on that link and join.
It's not totally dead.
Yeah,
it's not some activity.
It's not totally dead. But yeah, that's it for today's episode. Everybody, say goodbye. Bye.
Bye.
Go watch your Travis Lane.